Hello there YouTube, this is Segundo Volante and welcome back to the channel. We're away at the Tulloch Stadium today against Inverness Caledonian Thistle. It's first place against third place today. As you can see, our finances are taking a big hit, which is it's quite worrying considering we were put out of the Betfred Cup. We could have been doing with that extra money, but we've got the Iron Brew Cup coming up against Stranraer, so hopefully that will get us a couple of grand in and we can get a decent run of form going in that to bring in some more money. Lawrence Shanklin sitting as our top goal scorer so far, and we're going to go into the Inverness Cali game with a positive outlook in this game. We're going to go for the 4-2-3-1 yet again. We've got a couple of loanees in. One will be making their debut and another one will be sitting on the bench. As you can see, Alan Forrest's still out and Oscar Borg, who have signed on a free, is also out injured. I have made a couple of loan signings, as I said, but as I've said previously, I'm going to go over them in an end of window video where I'll be showcasing some of our players and then I'll be playing a game against Queen of the South, I believe it is. But let's head straight into this Inverness Caledonian Thistle game. This is how we'll be lining up. Again, we'll have Harvey in the left and Smith in the right, making the overlapping runs. We'll have Adams in the middle with debutants Poole and Hazard. Hazard on loan from Celtic and Poole on loan from Manchester United. Murdoch and Crawford will be appearing in the middle, with McGuffey and McDade on the flanks. Fraser Murray, again on loan from Hibs, will be playing it through the middle, and Shankland will be up front. We'll also be looking to give Kasunga on loan from Dundee a loan appearance, and this guy, his first start for us. He's on loan, we have an option to buy him, but he's on a free at the end of the season, so we'll see how things work out with that. We'll maybe just try and offer him a contract and avoid having to actually pay the money for him. We're going to jump straight into this game now after I've given out the numbers and the warm-ups have been done. I'll just auto it. I don't really bother assigning numbers unless they have favoured squad numbers. I'm guessing Inverness Cali will be going... Oh, I was wrong. I was guessing Inverness Cali would be going with a 5-3-2, but they're going the same as us, maybe a bit more defensively. On loan, Fraser Hornby starting up front for them, a cracking wee prospect from Everton. I normally try and go in for him on loan, but I haven't had the need as I've got a decent enough strike force here at Ayr at the moment. They've also got a cracking wee player, Liam Polworth, in the middle. Neil Scally says encourage them and give them a bit of a morale boost. I'm going to get them to show me what we can do, yeah. Again, a lot more to come from you. They seem to react positively to that, and I know that these players do have the ability to win against Inverness Cali. The team's out lining up and it's kick off. Hornby squares the ball straight back to Chambers, back to Donaldson. I've done a wee bit of tinkering with this, and I'm playing a lot deeper. I'm playing with a lower engagement line and a lower attacking line, but I've also lowered off the pressing. I'm just going to see how this goes out. I mean, Inverness Cali are coming into this game in favourites, so I think there's a bit more a benefit playing deeper, but it doesn't seem to really be working all that much. But Adams is putting a good tackle on Hornby. Polworth puts the ball into Walsh and Hazard makes the save. His first touch of the ball in an Ayr United jersey. And he puts the ball out of touch for a corner. Let's see if our defensive set piece training's worked, and it's been working. But it looks at things, they seem to be outnumbered in the box there, which is quite good. That's what I've been trying to do. Heading starting off not too bad, not great, but not too bad. I'll take it at the moment. It's better than it normally has been, but as soon as I say that, it starts to drop off, which is typical. I've also changed our passing. Instead of just going short, we're going a bit more mixed now. Hopefully we can get these searching balls in. Hazard makes a save from Doran's long shot there. Ball's out for another corner. Again, we've got them outnumbered in the box. I'm keeping everybody back for corners here. I don't see the point in committing people forward. We're not really playing a counter-attacking game anyway, so there's no point in leaving Shanklin forward. We're better having him back to help with the defence. Looks like a few of our players are not having the best of games so far. Might need to shake things up at half time. Oh, save there for Hazard. They just get a hand to it. The defenders had let a man through. Not good. Not good at all. Shanklin, McDade, Murdoch, Adams all having a very poor game. McGuffey also. Cal Tremarco's an accomplished crosser of the ball, I know that much. Right, the heading's getting worse since I mentioned that. The tackling's not as good as it normally is. Our passing's been quite poor. We're not getting shots in. We're not getting shots in at all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and have a wee bit of shouting. Maybe not. Maybe not. I'll maybe not go aggressively. But I'm not happy with the performance. I'll say it assertively. I'm disappointed. I am disappointed. Now let's go and have a look at the tactics. And maybe try and get extremely urgent pressing. And I didn't change the passing directness. I'll change the passing directness now though. The crossings at mixed, I'm going to change that into whipped, even though I've not really had much. We'll go for early crosses as well and hope that we can get the deep balls worked in towards Shankland, although with him playing a bit deeper, I don't know if that's going to make much of a difference, but we'll find out in this half. We'll give it to the 60th minute before we start making substitutions. We'll see how things go. But I would like to see us at least getting some highlights in this game. I can see some players getting hooked off though. I mean, this is poor. This is very poor. Go in with another demand more. Connor Hazard is having a good game, which is great. I know I had said that I wasn't going to bring any players in so that I could develop on players, but here Reid, who's my backup goalkeeper, just isn't good enough to back up Holt, and Holton himself should really just be played as a rotation option at the moment. So I'm bringing in Connor Hazard so that I can rotate every now and then. I'll maybe bring Holt on every once in a while. There's Adams with a corner. Shanklin scores! It was always going to be a set piece. It was always going to be a set piece we'd get for. It was always going to be a set piece we'd score here today. Well, it has been a struggle, and I'm quite glad that I was too busy chatting away to realise that I had to make a sub, because I'd have probably taken Shankland off. I'm glad I didn't. He's still sitting at a 6.3 though, which isn't quite good. But I'll bring Kasunga on over Jamie Adams. Although he's having a good game, he's starting to get a bit tired out there. Yeah, I'll just leave it at that at the moment. I'll confirm that one. There we are, and it's brought Shankland's rating up a bit. Daniel Harvey's still having a poor one, which is typical because I don't have Ekripon on the bench today. That would have been a perfect opportunity for young Finn to come on and get some game time, but well. Tackling's again improving. We're winning the kind of amount of tackles I'd be expecting us to win. I'm quite glad that we've got a positive game coming out here. Kind of learned maybe I shouldn't be playing the shorter passing. Maybe the kind of mixing's helping a little bit here. The game's looked more positive in the second half, but it's ultimately been the set piece that's done it for us. Heading is really poor still, and I feel that's going to be something that's going to be consistent until I can actually get enough funds to overhaul the squad. Passing's been poor today as well. I mean, 68%, it isn't really that bad, but I want a bit more from my players. I'm quite happy that we've got a high percentage of our shots on target, but we only had 8 shots. Inverness Cali managed 23 shots, and they get 13 of them in target, which leads me to believe that maybe Holt wouldn't have managed that. I'm not sure. We'll never know. We'll never know until we try again. But that should put us to the top of the table anyway. Jamie Adams picked up a player of the match there on his 5th appearance this season. It was a good win. It was a good win, and I'm pleased with how they managed to turn the game around. They done quite well. Although, go to ask questions of Shankland, would he have finished in the green if he didn't score that goal? Probably not. He'd have probably still lingered at 6.3. But he managed to get into a position to score a goal. which I'm happy to see. We're going to call it a day there, now that that game's over, and we're going to come back in for the Irn-Bru Cup game against Stranraer. That's away at Stair Park. And then we'll take a couple of games off. Well, I'll play a couple of games myself. I'll play the Dunfermline game myself, and then I'll be back with a transfer window roundup and the Queen of the South game. Again, if there's anything you'd like to add, any advice or tips you'd like to give me to improve the channel, then please just drop something in the comments below or message me on Twitter. The links to my Twitter are on my page, on my channel's main page. Again, thanks very much for watching, and thanks for all the feedback that you've been giving me, people. I really appreciate it. As always, feel free to comment. Please do like, share and subscribe to my page. And always, people, have a good one. Take care.